everybody, and welcome to a new series of videos that we hope do well here on the Diz Unlimited. These are going to be the Diz Unlimited watch-alongs, and in these videos, what we're going to do is we are going to take one of the shows, parades, or fireworks, something like that from the Disney parks, and we are going to watch it all together, and then at the end we're going to talk about the pros, the cons, maybe rooms for improvements, things we'd like to see, whether we think it's perfect, no need to change, stuff like that. We're just going to give you the commentary, I feel like the same way that we do it in the park. However, I know that some people, I feel like, kind of wanted us to do it a little Mystery Science Theater 3000, but I feel like people need to watch the show first and then we give the commentary. Like, I don't know about you, but I don't love movie trailer reactions because people are always like, "What?" And I'm like, shh, you got to listen to the movie. So that's why I feel like we're going to test this first one by watching this all together and then talking about it afterwards. And we'll see how that goes and how people react. So give us a little bit of grace and time with this. But I am Ryno, and joining me for this little watch along, we have Dreams Unlimited travel agent Hannah Anderson.
Hello.
And Diz theme park correspondent Chloe Ferreira.
Hey, howdy, hey.
Yes. And for our very first one of these, I thought we'd start with, since we are in the holiday season here at Walt Disney World, I thought we would start with the Jollywood Nights show, which is Disney Holidays in Hollywood. Now, this is hosted by the Muppets. It occurs in the Beauty and the Beast Theater. I don't know, that's the Theater of the Stars, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, I only remember on the spot there. In Theater of the Stars, it happens, Jollywood Nights Jollywood Nights happens at Disney's Hollywood Studios. It is a separately ticketed event, and it is going on right now on select nights through December 22nd, I believe. Actually, it might be a little bit later than that. Don't quote me on that.
I think it's December 22nd.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Because I remember thinking, I'm surprised it actually doesn't go a little bit later than that. But it's still not sold out as of recording this. So if this ends up being something that interests you, of course, you can reach out to an agent at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com, and that is who sponsors our videos. So dreamsunlimitedtravel.com for a free, no obligation quote on your next Walt Disney World vacation. This video is also brought to you by our Patreon supporters. You're going to get a little bit of extra content to do with this video too. And if you want to learn about what that is and learn a little bit more about our Patreon, you can head over to patreon.com/DizUnlimited. Now that I have said all of that, we are going to get to the video. So let's all sit and watch this video together and enjoy it. And we will see you in a couple minutes to chat about it. Okay? Okay. Bye.
Good evening, everyone. Entertainment is going for you all day. We have music. We have dancing. We have special guests from far and wide. And now, put your hands together for Disney Holidays in Hollywood. Frog, here with the fabulous Miss Piggy. And we are so honored to be co-hosting this magical musical show for all of you tonight.
Yes, bonjour! 'Tis moi, the greatest gift of all this holiday season. It must be such an honor for all of you to have moi here tonight.
Well, Piggy, I already said the honor was ours.
Huh? Oh, right. I suppose it is an honor for you and the rest of the cast, too. Well, look at me. I'm just honoring everyone here with my presence tonight. But I guess that is the spirit of the holidays, isn't it?
Sure. Yeah, let's go with that. But when I think about what the holidays mean to me, it's sharing the magic of the season with the ones we love most.
Aww, and that's why you're here with moi tonight, isn't it, Kermit?
Well, you see, we're here because we were both invited. Yes, and because there's no better place to spend the holiday season than Walt Disney World.
Sure, dear. Well, when I think about what Christmas means to me, I think about presents.
Really? Just presents? There's so much more to the holiday season than gifts, isn't there?
Sure, but what? Presents! Everywhere! We're literally standing in a pile of presents, clothes, shoes, and toys for all the little piggies and froggies out there who dream of being just like you and one. Toyland, Toyland, everyone's Christmas joyland. Whatever you might celebrate, that's a gift from our heart.
Peggy, I really think that you're missing out on the best parts of the holidays. Sure, this is the season of giving.
The season of giving me gifts.
Pretty sure that's receiving. But what I'm trying to say is that some gifts don't come in boxes and pretty paper.
That's a great point, Kermit. And maybe all those people out there are looking for the kind of gifts that live inside here.
Yes, like Kermit's warm heart and generosity, or your bold sense of self-confidence, Miss Piggy.
Aw, then there's so much more to see. Wait, who are you again?
We're just a couple of friends who come to help us put on a great show this evening, Peggy. Come on, everybody.
Toyland, Toyland, fill up your hearts with joyland. We hope the season spirit brings you everything you need.
Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy, everybody.
Whoa, hold it, Bob. Where do you think you're taking us?
Oh, we have to make sure these gifts make it home in time for Christmas.
Yeah, that makes sense, but we're kind of in the middle of a production here.
I don't make the rules here. I'm just the talent.
Wait, you are the talent?
Easy, Piggy. There's enough spotlight to go around. Just think of them as backup singers.
Oh, backup singers. All right, I suppose you'll make a nice backdrop for my big solo.
Piggy, that was your big solo. We have to cut the others for time, remember?
But I was going to do a whole big Christmas thing. You know, like White Christmas, but more aesthetically moi.
Well, I really think that we gotta check with Joe from Legal before we put that in front of an audience. We'll be back, folks. Your line.
Please enjoy the gift of this next number.
It's my favorite time of year. Levine and I always have everyone come down to the restaurant. Mama and Lottie and Louis and me bake every kind of cookie my daddy ever taught me when I was just a little girl. Good food, good music, and bad company. And besides, those special little lines around my head. Stars come out in winter, being through the city nights. I send my season's greetings out to all the ones that we go right. Gather in the valley, and we're making through the fields that
Oh, it's a Santa hat, Piggy.
I know that. Where did it come from? If this show has costume changes, I think someone in wardrobe would have told me.
Trust me, I know. Anyway, I just found this hat backstage.
Well, that just won't do. I didn't have any time to accessorize between numbers, and I refuse to be upstaged.
I could never upstage you, Piggy. Listen, how about I make it up to you by getting you a churro and a spirit jersey after the show? I'll throw in a giant pretzel.
Now we're talking.
Oh, hey, Kermit. The band is about to do a number, and someone is missing a Santa hat. Can we borrow yours?
Oh, sure. Here you go.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem. And now, as a special gift to all of you, give it up for our house band, the Jolly Eight. Something about the Nutcracker always puts me in the mood to decorate for Christmas. You get the fire going, you spend the evening putting a few lights on the tree with your favorite person, and that is a surefire way to make the holidays feel like home.
You want to run outside and look for a Christmas tree. Say, I know, I'll go out right now and get the best tree I can find and take it over to surprise Minnie. I know she doesn't have one yet, and, well, she loves to decorate for Christmas. Oh, I can't wait to see the look in her face.
Oh, this weather just makes you want to cozy up inside and start decorating for the holidays. I know. I bet I can put up all these decorations before Mickey gets here and surprise him with a whole house full of Christmas cheer. Oh, he's going to love it!
Time to find ourselves a Christmas tree! Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree! Happy holiday branches! Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree! Happy holiday branches! Not only green when summer's here, but also when it's cold and drear. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. Happy holiday branches.
Oh, it must be so cold outside. I'm so glad I've got everything I need to stay inside. And the house with boughs of holly. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la. Don't we now what a cozy sweaters? La 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 la. I can think of nothing better. La 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 la.
And when I get to Minnie's place with this tree, we can dress it up with all kinds of lights and ornaments and sit by the fire with some piping hot cocoa.
See the blazing view before us. La 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 la.
Going to fetch out the tree for us. La 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 la.
And the stockings by the fire. La 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 la.
While the snow keeps piling higher. I see a perfect tree not too far from here. Better get to it now before the snow gets any deeper. Wait till you see this, Minnie.
Vicky, I grew up in a swamp. We really try not to cut the trees down out there. It's kind of like putting a hole in the roof.
That's a little melodramatic, don't you think?
I'm being melodramatic.
I'm glad you agree with me. Kermit, the audience?
You know, the greatest gift that we can give is something you won't find on a shelf. It's something we find in each other.
Let's be honest. The world we live in can be more than a little chilly, especially this time of year.
But the belief that better days are coming,
That's what counts.
because the greatest gift of all is hope.
There is more to this time of year than sleigh bells and holly, mistletoe and snow. Those things come and go, much deeper than snow, stronger than the strongest love will know. As long as there's Christmas, I truly believe that hope is the greatest of the gifts we'll receive. As long as there's Christmas, we'll all be just fine. The star shines above us, lighting your way and mine. As long as there's Christmas, I truly believe that hope is the greatest of the gifts we'll receive. As long as there's Christmas, we'll all be just fine. There'll always be Christmas. So there always will be a time when the world is filled with peace and
Now that's what the holidays mean to me. Peace and warmth. Family and friends coming together for time-honored traditions like singing our favorite songs.
Singing! I know it! Little Red Boys!
Yeah!
Dancing in the snow, in our horse open sleigh, pouring up in the garden, laughing all the way.
Making spirits bright.
Well. Didn't that get everybody into the Jollywood spirit of it all?
I'm ready to go back.
You ready to go back?
Yeah.
Do you think this is this first question out of the bat? Do you think this is a must-do show?
Yes.
Like a do not miss?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'd
Okay.
say like no doubt. Like if you left and you didn't see this, I'd feel like you wouldn't capture like the full essence of what Jollywood is.
Yes.
So if you go to Jollywood Nights multiple times like we are, you're saying like every time you got to do
Yep.
it.
Yes, this is one of 2 shows that you have to do in my eyes. Like you can pass by Jingle Bell Jingle Bam, in my opinion.
Yeah,
you
I don't love
can
it.
maybe catch Glisten if you want to.
We're going to
But
be
this
watching
show-
both of those shows on this show as
Oh,
well.
good. Can't wait for my commentary. This show and then What's This? The Nightmare Before Christmas. Those
Oh,
are my 2
must.
must-dos.
Yes.
Must, yeah,
for sure.
100%.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to start with some pros. What are some things that we really enjoy about this show?
Muppets.
Okay.
Kermit and Miss Piggy live puppetry. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And they're hosting it, so you get to see them in between. And I literally, like, I learned this show because I was very overwhelmed the first time I watched it last year. This year, I was like, I'm just going to watch the Muppets every time they're on stage. I'm not going to pay attention to anything else going on. And they are a hoot. Like, the faces that Kermit makes, Ryno mentioned earlier, Miss Piggy, like, shimmying across with her shoulders, like, moving him out of the way. And then it's just, they're a meme. Like, every other photo I took of them were just hilarious.
They got
So
the body language of the Muppets
Yeah.
down really
Yes.
like packed. Like I genuinely, I mean,
they're such a joy.
that's that Disney magic of I am watching Kermit and Miss Piggy because that is Kermit and Miss Piggy.
Right.
And I don't feel like I logistically have to be like, how are they here and how are they performing
Yeah.
this many times?
Well,
and
and
stuff
also
like that.
that's impressive because I mean that's a pretty big theater, and Kermit is a frog, so he's kind of small. So the fact that they're able to like capture that based on like body movements and the story is impressive.
Yeah.
I feel like you can watch that show. I mean, it's better to be closer so you can see their faces.
Yes.
but I think you would still capture that, you know, even if you're sitting a little further back.
I'm actually kind of surprised they don't have like a camera crew doing like the tight shots. So like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I was thinking about about that theater afterwards where I was like, I'm surprised there aren't like monitors on either side
So-
that kind of play some of that back or something.
Back in the day, Star Wars weekends, they used to host panels on that stage, and they would have screens on the sides, like like projector screens. So it's possible
Yeah.
they could do that. Yeah, for me, like the pro. I mean, there's a couple of pros, but my overarching pro is it hits the essence of like Hollywood studios Christmas, like a time that I wish I lived in, like the time of like the holiday specials and like kind of that Dick Van Dyke Show or
Yeah.
like that feeling with the live band. And you do have these hosts and there's like different acts and it's all kind of a little bit jazzy and there's like over the top Christmas costumes. And I feel like, I don't know, that just in a different way than say like the Magic Kingdom, the stage show for the Christmas party is. Like it's a little
Yeah.
more retro.
I do. I mean, I appreciate that it is so much a distinctively different vibe than that show, too. That it's like what you said. It does capture that sort of variety show feeling to it, the Christmas show. And I personally like one of the things I really like is I do love that it's the Muppets. I like that Mickey and Minnie make an appearance, but they're not the main characters. But we also see them in a way and performing in a way that I actively can't remember seeing them like that during a show or at the parks or something like that, where it is kind of they're romancing each other.
Yeah.
You know, but it's in like such a sweet and tender way too, where he's like doing the tree and she's decorating for him. And it's just like, I don't know that there is another show that it's been a little bit more. I know that like at the Christmas party and the Mickey's Most Merriest, they're doing a little bit of like a, like, you know, they're hosting a party or something, but this feels different and I like it, you know.
Yeah,
And
it's just the two of them. Too.
Yeah.
There's no like Pluto's not coming out and the rest of the gang.
Yeah.
So it does feel a little bit more adult. Doesn't sound good, but you know, it does feel like no, this is about them decorating their Christmas
Yeah.
tree and they're maybe having a date night.
It
like
feels-
probably a lot of people are at Jollywood Nights.
well, it feels a lot more like it feels like that's the part of the show where like the snow's coming down, you know, and it's supposed to be like the slower Christmas song, right? And so I really enjoy that. I like that we have a deeper dive into versions of characters we haven't seen, but I feel like the flip side of that is I also have a con in that same way
Yeah.
too. Like I like that we see Belle in a Christmas dress. I like that Tiana's there performing an original song, which is cool too. And it's not like I don't hate that song. That song is very catchy.
No,
like
yeah.
it does get stuck in my head afterwards, and I'm like, and so I do appreciate that aspect of the show. I feel like it's quality. I don't feel like it's sort of like oh, there was that, and I mean, I feel like it's very fitting of the event that it's at.
Yeah.
Like you said, like
Yeah.
so I
It
feel
And the
captures
park.
the spirit
And the
of it.
park that it's in. I feel like it's Hollywood Studios personified, maybe even MGM Studios.
It makes me wish that there was like a non-holiday version of this show
Yeah.
somehow, where it was like you said it earlier, Hannah, like a Dick Van Dyke sort of variety, or like a Carol Burnett sort of something
Carol
where it was
Burnett,
like a
like a
variety
comedy.
show. Yeah, that would be really. Imagine like Clarabelle coming out and doing
Fozzie.
something. Fozzie could be in
Fozzie
it.
coming out for
I
stand-up.
love that this could be the template for something in the park normally.
Yeah. Maybe one day.
Well, what about a con? And I don't mean it in a negative way, but just like, what are things you watch? You're like, oh, this is a little like, I feel a little weird about this.
It feels like kind of a nitpick, but something that was really obvious, just watching it just now, actually, I feel like I was able to separate myself from being in the theater, but Mickey and Minnie's mouths don't move and they don't
Yeah.
blink. And I feel like that they're the only magic ruined, I know. but
Non-animated.
Non-animated. They're the only like character in the show that they're not not animated. Like you said, we have the Muppets where we're doing live puppetry. You have a lot of live actors,
Two-face characters, yeah.
Yeah. And then the only ones that don't, I know they put on, they're very lively. They dance around like crazy. And I wonder if that's to like kind of make up for not a whole lot going on with their face, because they have a lot of spoken lines. They're singing songs, but there's not any movement there.
I do actually feel like it's kind of a shame because of what you're saying, because of the type of dancing they're doing. Because
Right.
one of my pros in that area is that they're dancing. The dancing in the show in general, I feel like is great. Like there's a couple, like there's a part in Tiana where they do the knees up and they do that old, like I don't know the term for it, but there's a little
Like a
bit of that sort of
can-can?
almost like swing can
Yeah.
dancing. And then, but
Charleston.
Mickey and Minnie do that like sideward, like wiggle shimmy that they jump over and do, and then they do the hands up and the feet back sort of a thing, and it's very cute. So it is like, man, you're giving the most. I wish you also had the most.
Yeah,
know?
because we see it in the Castle Stage show, but this theater allows for more people to be closer. So I'm just surprised that they're not in that show.
Yeah. What about you, Hannah? Do you have a con for the show?
I guess my only critique is I wish it leaned more into the variety show feeling. In that, like, I wish that, well, first of all, I wish there was more of the Muppets. Like, I feel like they could
Agreed.
independently host that show.
Yeah.
And I don't know that, like, I guess that's the thing about variety shows. Like, you do bring in different acts, but I would like to see other Muppets involved in it. Like, I think you could do a whole Muppets holiday show. And even, like, we were talking about, like, I'm like, you could do, like, it's still a variety act. Like, you have different things. Like, maybe, I don't know, somebody comes out and they do, like, a read part of, like, Muppets Christmas Carol, or different things like that. Also, like, more of the 60s vibe. I feel like you can't overdo that. Like, I would like to see more of, like, the tinsel trees and not that I need to see these characters like drinking, but more of like that, like cozy up by the fire and like, I don't know, sing a little
drunk
song.
Kermit,
Drunk
like,
Kermit,
yeah.
which we might have seen. I don't know, but I think they could add a little bit more to it. I love Christmas Bell. Like, I loved that as a child. Like, that was, I always wanted the Christmas Bell dress. So is a fan, that's very special for me, but it changes the tone of the show. Like, everything's a little bit more high energy, and there's like backup dancers, and there's more of a production, and then she's very talented and is like a little bit more emotional, but just kind of like it just changes the tone of the show.
Well, I was going to say my con, I feel like, is actually the shift that happens when Mickey and Minnie come out. Like, I do appreciate them there. I love their outfits and their costumes are great. And the dancing that they do later, I feel like their segment goes on for a little too long. Like, I feel like we could trim that back maybe by like 2 more minutes or something
Yeah.
like that, and just shorten the show a little bit more. Where I feel like there's like, and he's doing, what does he do? It's like, we wish you, no. Something he's singing about Christmas tree, right? So some
Yeah.
song
Yeah.
he sings, but it's like a slower, weird, melodic. They're kind of doing a medley, And I don't love the pacing of their medley, but I don't not like what they're doing necessarily. It's just that I kind of wish it was a little bit more. But I also, I recognize that is the flip side of Christmas. Christmas has like the two modes. It has the somber and sweet, and then it also, or melancholy, and then it also has the upbeat and the jazzy and the thing. And this is so trying to represent a little bit more of that. But then I agree with you, Hannah, what you're saying is like it has two sombers in a row. And then it ends on a high note, which is great. I have more of the problem that you have with Belle's song with Mickey and Minnie's segment than I do with Belle's segment. My problem with Belle's segment, my con with it is, and we saw it in the video here, is that it's just Belle. I guess she doesn't need anything else, but I would have loved maybe if like Lumiere spun out or Chip or somebody. We know they got those costumes backstage there.
Yeah.
Come and dance for Daddy. I didn't care for that phrase, but I kind of like. It's crazy that she has this one solo that really is like front and center and relies on her right there. Nothing else. No song, no dance, no whatever. It's just her in the dress and then a little bit of snowflake projections. And so I feel like that area could maybe use a little bit of a little rethink or a plus or something. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that film.
Also, okay, hear me out.
That film in the offshoot, whatever.
Holidays in Hollywood, why aren't we leaning more? I understand that like these are all movies, so maybe they came from Hollywood, but I'm like, why aren't we leaning more into that feeling? Like again, I'm like, I want to feel
the
like
Tinseltown of it all.
The Tinseltown,
La La
the
Land.
literal
La La Land,
the
that's a
La
good
La
point.
Land.
Yeah. I do feel like Mickey and Minnie hit that La La Land beat maybe in the finale
Okay.
when they're dancing.
Yeah, okay.
Right, and I think maybe that's why I react to it in the way I do, is because it does kind of remember.
They do kind of like
it does
when
remind me a
they're-
little bit of The Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Okay, so let me ask you guys this, and then we'll finish this up, because I think we also would like to hear from people watching this and stuff too, as well. What would you like to see? So this was the third year of this. I know Chloe and Hannah, it was the first time for you guys seeing it last year. Is this something you want to see this return next year? Do you want to see it change next year? Do you want to see it replaced with something else?
I would like to see this return next year. I think if they did anything, we could cut back, like you said, on the Mickey and Minnie number, because I too feel like it's a little too. It drones on for a little too long.
A little too long.
Like,
yeah.
oh, can I take a nap right now?
Yeah, that's what it does. It kind of you're on that sugar high from the food,
Yeah,
the sweets,
you zone
and the
out
drinks,
for a bit. You're like,
and
oh
then
wait,
you're
I'm watching a show.
Oh, stranger. Yeah.
I mean, I'm always going to want more Muppets. I feel like if this isn't a regular variety show, then they could bring in, Fozzie or Gonzo or something. And I feel like I could say this till I turn blue, but I want more Muppets Christmas Carol at Jollywood. Kermit and Miss Piggy are already becoming icons of this event, slowly yet surely.
Yep.
And I feel like it's an easy shoe-in to have more of a presence of that amazing movie to be in this show.
It is wild to me that the Muppets are literally in a Christmas movie, but it is not really represented at the Christmas event. But I do think on the flip side of this, they're like, well, without Kermit and Miss Piggy, we can't have it here. But I am thinking about how, like, what I love is the projections that happen on Tower of Terror. We have the Swedish Chef,
Yes.
part. But I would love to see like Gonzo with Rizzo, like somewhere else in the park, maybe,
Right.
and that could be a little bit more of that show element,
Yeah.
like meeting and greeting them or something like that. But I 100% agree with you
Yeah.
on that.
cool.
Like, plus bump that Christmas Muppet up, by a
Yeah.
factor of like 10.
I know it's money, obviously, for a limited time event, but I would love to see like them use an empty storage or soundstage space and convert it into like a little photo op, like not a photo pass photo op. I want like
Physical.
it feels like you're going on
One of the
set.
immersive photo
Yes.
experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Hannah?
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with all that. I think that would all be great. I do hope this show returns next year in some form, but I feel like, Jollywood is still somewhat new, and there's been enough people who have gone to it now that I'm like, I'd like to see them plus this up a little bit, like small changes, right? And that would be like a selling feature of going to the event. Also, because Jollywood does not have a parade, like the Christmas party, it is kind of like show dependent. And so I feel like either adding another show or investing more or different acts into this variety
Yeah, I was
show
going to say more acts. Yeah.
would be good. But if they didn't change it next year, I wouldn't. I would happily go see it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a really good show. I think the bones of the show are really strong. I think I'd like to see it where if the idea is that this is supposed to be like a classic televised variety Christmas special, I think it would be like, you know, we could keep Tiana or, you know, in the song, but you could say like returning by popular demand, you know, in order to freshen up pieces of the show.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that I need like a whole brand new show. Like I still feel like it's new enough and not as, you know, but I would say like after maybe like year 5, you know, I'm not even saying. I am hoping maybe they'll tighten it up a little bit more for next year or something like that. I didn't leave the theater and I was like, ugh, they need to change this.
too long.
Right.
Yeah, there was none of that really.
No.
Honestly, the more I see it, the more I like it. The first year I saw it, I remember being kind of like, but then like this year I was in the right mindset, the right spirit.
Yeah.
And so I'm curious to see how I'll react when I see it, you know, see it again. But 100% more Muppets Christmas Carol in this park. I would love to just off the top of your head. Is there another? I know you just said an act. Is there something specifically when we say, oh, a different act could change out or something like that? Is there another Disney property or person or thing that you'd like to see pop in the show?
I think it would be cute to do something with Goofy and Max.
I was thinking the same
Like
thing.
a little father-son Christmas moment.
Like I could definitely see them doing some sort of eye-to-eye Christmas cover.
Oh my gosh, I got chills.
Or
That'd be
like
so
a
cute.
stand, and they're building like a snowman or something
Yeah,
like that.
that's cute.
I could see that 100%.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, this wouldn't be like Disney IP, but I'm always wishing, hoping, dreaming they would bring back the Citizens of Hollywood.
Yes.
And I feel
Betty
like this
Shambles.
this would be a great place for that. Like I feel
Yeah.
like you could build more street atmosphere, maybe, because a lot of Jollywood is
Even have it outside of the show, going into the show, so it has that
Yeah.
Hollywood, like almost like the Barker, like the, come to see the show, you know, sort of thing.
Or like a red carpet moment.
Yes, that would be
Actually,
cool.
that would be
like
great.
paparazzi coming up with cameras or something.
Because honestly, that's
would be
another
cool
big
photo
part of
op on the
Jollywood.
way in, yeah.
I mean, because so much of it is about like the outfits and the what everyone's wearing. Everybody's sparkly and wearing their
Yeah.
best. Like that would be cool. So I think some more like the street atmosphere, things like that. And I just feel like Citizens of Hollywood, I feel like if
Yeah.
you've seen them, you miss them, and that would just be, it would add to that Hollywood retro vibe. too.
Yeah,
That would
absolutely.
that'd be cool.
That's a really good idea. I like that a lot. I think for me, I'd like to see Mickey's Christmas Carol maybe
Yeah.
in here. If we're talking about speeding up that Mickey and Minnie part, maybe instead of that part, we could see maybe scenes or like a reenactment or something from that Mickey Christmas Carol, because that was the Avengers Endgame before Avengers Endgame. That was like every character's in that thing. I don't know the last time you guys saw it, but watch it. You'll be like, what is Mr. Toad doing in this? Like, you know, stuff like that. And I think, or at least maybe in another area of the park. But I agree, and I hope that comes across in this video, that we do all agree that this is definitely, I think for me and us, is the highlight entertainment of Jollywood Nights for sure. Definitely like I think probably the top, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or do you guys have one that you like more?
I like.
I like the Jack. I like the Jack and Sally's thing a lot.
I think I like.
but this
too.
is the most original. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I like What's This the best, just because I have an emotional
Yeah.
attachment to Nightmare Before Christmas. But objectively, I would say that this one, the Holidays in Hollywood, is the premier
Yeah.
show.
Same.
Yeah. I think it's definitely a do not miss. We highly recommend it. You'll have to let us know what you thought if you've seen it in person, or what you thought of this video and other shows that you'd like us to do a fun little watch through, because I want you to watch it with us so that you feel like it's a back and forth. So please don't be shy in that comment section. If you did like the video, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and like I said, let us know other shows you want to see. We're going to be delivering on all those holiday content. So we've got the Mickey's Most Merriest celebration, Magic Kingdom. We're going to have the Magic Kingdom Parade. We're going to have all this stuff. So stay tuned to the channel and all of that stuff. That is going to do it for us. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here, and happy holidays.